Good morning. It is 5:55 and having a little bit of a leisurely morning. I got up not very long ago. I've got a big cup of coffee made today. Since I got all this fuel I'm carrying, I had an iced honey bun for breakfast. I'm just sitting here relaxing and enjoying this sunrise that's kind of happening here. It is 6:32 and I am walking. Had a very leisurely morning, like an hour between getting up and actually walking. Also, while I was there drinking coffee, Poppy and La Bamba came by. So there's like 3 people in front of me. They're at least 20 or 25 minutes ahead though. So I may not see them till late today, or maybe not at all, I'm not sure. I met them in town. I'm not sure how fast hikers they are, but my guess is they camped at the bottom of the hill where I was gonna camp, since they came by that quick, that early. But anyway, here's to a good day. I just stopped down at the bottom to get some water, but there was another hiker. They were sleeping. They woke up and said good morning and put their head back in their quilt. They were just cowboy camping, so I don't even know who it was. They picked the coldest spot, like down in that hole where the water was very cold. But anyway, I've got my water for the morning. Water is not as plentiful today, but it's plentiful compared to the desert. One thing I thought I'd talk about a little bit is how much water do I carry? And I factor in a lot of things. It depends on what time of day it is. I look at where the next water source is. How reliable is the next water source? Like, do I need water to camp overnight? I don't always think through it all. It just, I know the data and you just get some water. But for now, I got about between 2 1/4 and 2.5 liters, because it's 11 miles to the next water. And that water is probably reliable, but there's some comments that it's trickling. So just in case that one's no longer good when I get there, there is water in 17 as well. So I know I can make the water I have last to 17 if I need to. So general rule of thumb, like if you're in the desert where it's hot and dry, 1 liter every 6 miles probably. If it's cold, you're in the snowy mountains. There were times in the Sierra, cold in the morning when the water's cold, you just don't want to drink much. Maybe 1 liter every 10 or 11 miles. It really just kind of depends on, is it flat walking? Is it climbing? What the temperature is, humidity, and all those things. I'm crossing the road here in a second. I've been seeing glimpses of this big cliff all the way down this mountain. I'm assuming we're probably going over it, because I have to do a 1,000-foot climb here shortly. I've been walking almost 3.5 hours. So I'm gonna find a shady spot for a morning break here in a minute. This morning it's been just very zen. Been very content feeling. Haven't been pushing very hard, just kind of steadily moving. I hiked for 3.5 hours? No, 3 hours. Only 3 hours. No wonder. I was thinking my pace was a little slow. So yeah, I've hiked 3 hours and I've done 7.6 miles. Just stopping here for a break. Gonna eat a Bear Bells and then keep on moving. It's starting to get out of the big pines and in these littler pines, getting a little more dry deserty as I've gotten lower in elevation. But here in about a half mile from my break spot, I'm gonna have to climb up to over another 1,000 feet and then back down. So So far, it's been a pleasant morning. Hopefully, I think the high today in town was only like 72, so should be nice. It's almost 10 a.m. I'm just now walking away from my morning break. I stayed there a lot longer than I intended to. I got down the rabbit hole of looking ahead at Chama, the next real town that I'll go to after Ghost Ranch. For some reason, I was under the impression it was like a normal sized town with a supermarket and everything. And I don't think it is. It looks like it's another little town with all like small mom and pop motels. And there's almost no comments from hikers ahead about the Chama motels. So hopefully in a few more days, more people will be there and there'll be some more beta on where to stay. But I was only really thinking about that because I was just contemplating, depending on where Pac-Man is and if he's wanting me to wait. I was just looking to see what the options were along those lines. But anyway, for now, just gonna keep on strolling along, singing my song. I've been climbing for about an hour. I'm on a level spot for a second. I'm pretty close to the top. This is one of those climbs that the closer you get, the top gets further away. But I've been huffing and puffing, and I'll be glad when I'm there. This climb has been super steep. There's a sign right up here saying horses one way, hikers the other. I think we're gonna summit and get a big view, I hope. What a disappointment. I just came up this big thing and it's just flat and woods up here and a dirt road. No view at all. Oh man. That was the biggest pud of all puds. A pud is a pointless up and down for those of you that don't know the hiking lingo. Okay, there's a tire trough down there. There's supposed to be a water pipe trickling in somewhere. It's a little afternoon. I'm gonna go ahead and take an early lunch because I need water anyway. I might as well just stop all at once. So I'm gonna go find this water pipe and find me a shady spot to spread out. Lunch is over and I'm just walking. There's a lot of people out here today all of a sudden. I guess there were people out here a day or two that then I caught up to today. There's like a dad and two daughters from Virginia doing a section hike. There's another hiker behind me that I haven't talked to. I've seen him on switchbacks and whatnot, and he came down to that water but went to the other side of the field. So I don't know who it is. But yeah, there's several people out here. We got some trees in the way, but look at this view. Wow, man, that's party. I was really cruising for about a mile and a half after lunch, but now I'm on this long, steep, rocky descent down into the Chama River Canyon, and it's slow going. It's pretty out on the other side where you can see the canyon wall, but it's slow. Down here in the sandy, destroyed bottom, came there. I've already crossed. Had to cross this. It's like probably 5 feet straight down on both sides. It was not an easy crossing. It's about 3:40. I'm done right at 20 miles, I think, so far today. I'm getting overly ready for my afternoon break, but I'm getting real close to this water trough. It's supposed to be the coldest, clearest, best watering trough water we've had so far. So hopefully there's some shade around there and I'll take a break and get all my water. There is some other, I'm only 1.5 miles from the Ghost Ranch alternate, and there's some water there at the junction, but their comments that it was kind of cloudy. So if this is truly the coldest, clearest so far, I'll just get my water for the rest of the evening and for tonight, for camp tonight, right here. Man, isn't this just incredibly beautiful? Wowza. It does look pretty clear. There's no shade around here, so I guess I'm just gonna sit in the dirt. That water trough is so good and so cold and clear. I took a picture of it. And I'm basically collecting water. I'm carrying way more than I need to be carrying right now. It was kind of hot sitting there in the sun when the breeze wasn't blowing. I drank some, and I've got like 4.5 liters probably, but I'm gonna chug one when I walk right here. So here's the plan, kind of. My thoughts, at least. We are 1.5 from the start of the Ghost Ranch alternate. There's comments that there's a dispersed campground. I don't really know what a dispersed campground is, but it's supposed to be only 2.3 on the alternate. So that's what, only 3.8. If I stop there, I'll be there way early. But that's only 9 miles in the morning to Ghost Ranch. So the plan is to just go to this dispersed spot, see what it looks like. If it's good, I'll stay there. If it's not, I'll keep going. Either way, I have enough amazing cold, clean water to get me to Ghost Ranch in the morning. So this is turning out to be quite a beautiful, splendid day. I mean, look at this background behind me. I also saw like a car up in the distance on this other road, and I happened to think, I think this is Memorial Day weekend. That could be good or bad. Depending on what this campground situation is, it could be full of people and no room, or more likely, there's some people there that are really nice and have some Coca-Cola, or a Pepsi, or some kind of beer that they want to share with a CDT hiker or two. Like I said, we'll just see what it's like when we get there. This is incredible. So this is the Chama River, and I guess it's part of the National Wild and Scenic Riverways. I mean, this is crazy beautiful. This is amazing. Perfect little roadside pull-off camp spot on the river. Huh. I'll have to make a mental note. I can see me car camping right here someday. Wow, that's beautiful. Just ran into first gear about 0.1 back. That's the guy that I met when he was camping where I was headed last night. He was just starting to stake his tent out on the edge of a rocky parking lot. And I asked him if he saw the comments about this campground with pit toilets up here. He said he didn't see it. What's weird is it's not on the map. Somebody put it on a water icon back at the junction, like where the river, right across that river. So he said he was gonna pack up and come this way too then. So maybe there just won't be very many other people there. And what I really hope, I hope there's a picnic table. It's so nice to be able to sit like on a picnic table and eat. What's this? Looks like right here, looks like a whirlpool. That's probably where it gets its name. And I see a privy building. Gosh, this is so pretty out here. Well, I think we're here, but I have yet to see any tent sites. Haven't seen one tent site. No one is here. The privies are spotless clean. There's concrete really nice around them. I thought about cowboy camping there, but just back behind the privies, there are a couple really nice tent sites. So this is gonna be home. I'm gonna stop early. It's still less than 9 miles tomorrow. Yeah, there's plenty of good spots here. This camping early thing is nice. So it's only 6:45 and I've been set up for a while. I went down to the river. I washed my feet. I washed my legs. I let my feet soak in the cold water for a little bit. I've got dinner going now. I'm having some chicken ramen with peanut butter. And pretty much all the camp chores are done other than sitting here eating the rest of my food. Flintstone just showed up, so there's 3 of us here now, and then there's some car campers down the way. And there's a little puppy with them that keeps coming up here to say hi. So I think it's about time to eat dinner, and then I'll show you around out here a little later. All right, I'm gonna walk away here from everybody for a minute to talk to you guys because there are 5 of us here now. Waluigi came in and another guy I had never met before. So it is an absolutely beautiful campsite that we're in here. And there's even the privies and everything. Ended up doing like 23.8. So it sets us up really nicely for tomorrow. And once again, yesterday was the new beginning because today was gorgeous and amazing. So 7:30, I don't know what else to do other than get in bed. So have a good night. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.